and that's Caitlin Clark herself of the WNBA. Let's get to the WNBA and this sensational rookie from the Indiana Fever who continues to be box office.
You know that feeling when your team's star player gets all the attention and you're left thinking, what about everyone else? That's exactly what's going down with the Las Vegas Aces right now.
That's what Monica McNutt accused me of, but it's okay. It's just a disagreement. See, y'all act like there's some buzz and there's a problem. No, it's a debate show. She has her opinion, I have mine. I happen to believe she was wrong. I happen to believe I was right.
A'ja Wilson's living the high life, but her team's falling apart. It's got me thinking about my own experiences in team sports. When one player gets too big, the whole team suffers. And man, are the Aces suffering. A'ja Wilson's been the queen of the WNBA for years now. I mean, she's got the championships, the MVP trophies, and even her own shoe deal. She's living it up, right? Here's the thing, the Aces aren't dominating like they used to. What's going on? During their last few games, something was off. Wilson's still putting up big numbers, but the team, they're not clicking. It's like watching a car with a busted transmission. All that power, but it's not going anywhere. You get me? The Aces just fired their general manager in the middle of the season. That's not normal, folks. It's like firing the coach of a football team right before the Super Bowl. Something's seriously wrong in Vegas. The whispers are getting louder. There's talk of drama in the locker room. People are starting to wonder, is Wilson part of the problem? Is her star power too bright? It's like when you have that one friend who always has to be the center of attention. Sure, they're fun, but sometimes they make everyone else feel small. Wilson's success might actually be hurting the Aces.
Clark and the Fever currently lead the WNBA in average game attendance and per game TV viewership. But despite the attendance and viewership records, there seems to be some haterade in the league.
Think about it. When one player gets all the attention, all the endorsements, all the praise, what does that do to the rest of the team? It's like your mom always saying how great your sister is. Eventually, you start to feel like you don't matter. Hold up, we're not done. There's more to this story, and it involves a rookie who's shaking things up. This new player is doing things differently, and it's making people take notice. It's like when a new kid shows up at school, and suddenly everyone's talking about them instead of the popular crowd. So here's the big question, is A'ja Wilson's star power actually hurting the Aces? Are we watching a team implode because of one player's success? It's not just about basketball anymore. It's about ego, teamwork, and what happens when one star shines too bright. Just when you thought the WNBA couldn't get more dramatic, enter Caitlin Clark. This rookie isn't just making waves, she's causing a tsunami. How is one player turning the league upside down without even trying? Let's talk about Clark's game. She's not just good, she's redefining what a rookie can do. During her first pro game, the arena was packed. When's the last time you saw that for a regular season WNBA game? It's like she brought the whole state of Iowa with her. Clark's not just scoring, she's dishing out assists like a veteran point guard. We're talking passes that make you rewind the video. She's on track to smash the all-time record for assists in a season. That's insane for a rookie. Clark's shooting from way downtown. She's hitting over 37% of her shots from 34 feet. That's not just good, that's changing how defenses have to play. And when she drives to the basket, she's finishing 63.6% of her attempts within 5 feet. That's big girl numbers right there. And it's not just about her skills. Clark's got this team-first attitude that's infectious. The Fever went from a 13-27 record last year to 18-16 this season. They're in the playoffs. That's the Clark effect. The Fever fans, they're not just excited about Clark, they're pumped about the whole team now. Here's the question, is Caitlin Clark showing up A'ja Wilson without even trying? Clark's out here elevating her entire team while the Aces are struggling. It's like watching a rookie teach the veterans how it's done. The craziest part? Clark's doing all this as a rookie. Imagine what she'll be like in a few years. But let's pump the brakes for a second. Cheryl Reeve, the Minnesota Lynx coach, made a good point. She said Clark's debut was huge, but we can't forget about all the other great players in the league. The WNBA's growth isn't just about one player. And there's more to this story. It's not only about talent on the court, it's about how these players are seen off the court. And this is where things get very interesting. Remember how we were talking about Clark's impact? Well, there's a flip side to that coin. A'ja Wilson's got something to say about race and marketing in the WNBA, and it's not pretty. Is there a dark secret behind the Aces' struggles that nobody's talking about? Wilson dropped a bombshell recently. She said race is a huge factor in how players get marketed, and she's not just talking about a little bias here and there. Wilson's saying that being a black woman in the WNBA can make it hard to get noticed no matter how good you are. Here's what she said: "No, you can be top notch at what you are as a black woman, but yet maybe that's something that people don't want to see. They don't see it as marketable, so it doesn't matter how hard I work." That's heavy stuff, right? And in digging a little deeper, you know what? Clark's getting these massive sponsorship deals left and right, but what about other star players who've been in the league for years? It's like they're invisible sometimes. Some people are saying the uncomfortable part out loud now. They think Clark's popularity is partly because she's white. It's not just about her skills on the court. It's about who gets to be the face of women's basketball. And I watched a bunch of WNBA ads after hearing this. You know what I noticed? Some of the biggest stars in the league barely get any screen time. It's like they're extras in their own show. This isn't just about Wilson and Clark anymore. It's about how the whole WNBA operates. Who gets the big deals? Who gets to be on billboards? And what does that mean for the future of the league? Don't leave yet. There's more to this story. This isn't just about hurt feelings or unfair treatment. It's changing how teams work, how players feel about their careers, and maybe even who stays in the WNBA. The league's at a turning point, and what happens next could change everything. So you thought the drama was just about Wilson and Clark? Think again. The Aces are falling apart, and it's way bigger than just two players. How did the champs become chumps so fast? The answer might shock you. The Wilson-Clark situation is like a tornado ripping through the WNBA. It's not just affecting them, it's changing everything. And you know, some of the other players, they're feeling the heat. They're not just athletes anymore. Now, they've got to be social media stars, role models, and activists all rolled into one. It's like they're playing a whole different game off the court. And get this, some teams are completely flipping their marketing strategies. They're not just selling basketball anymore. They're selling personalities, stories, and drama. It's like the WNBA is turning into a reality show, and not everyone's happy about it. The league's trying to ride this wave of attention, but are they doing it right? Cheryl Reeve, the Minnesota Lynx coach, says they need to step up their game. She's worried they're not moving fast enough to keep up with all the excitement. It's like they've got a sports car, but they don't know how to drive it. The Aces, how did they go from champs to chumps so fast? Their general manager got fired mid-season. That's like changing captains while the ship is sinking. Coach Becky Hammond dropped a bomb saying the team won't look the same in 2025. It's like they're planning for a total rebuild. Some players are thinking about jumping ship because of all this drama. Kelsey Plum, one of the Aces' best players, isn't extending her contract. It's like rats leaving a sinking ship, but these rats have jump shots. The WNBA is at a crossroads. What happens next could change women's basketball forever. Will they figure out how to promote all their stars fairly? Can they keep the excitement going without burning out? It's like they're trying to cook a gourmet meal, but they're not sure if they've got all the right ingredients. One thing's for sure, the league will never be the same after this season, but there's one more thing we need to talk about. It's about the future of the league, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. So here's the deal, the WNBA's changing faster than a crossover dribble. Wilson and Clark are right in the middle of it all, like two stars colliding. But this isn't just about who's got the best jump shot. It's about race, privilege, and where women's sports are headed. Wilson's not holding back. She's saying what a lot of people are thinking, but afraid to say out loud. It really is, because you can be top notch at what you are as a black woman, but yet maybe that's something that people don't want to see. That's heavy stuff, right? It's like she's calling out the whole system. We can actually do something about this. Want to make a difference? Go to games. Cheer for all the players, not just the ones you see in commercials. Share stories about different players on social media. Make some noise about fair marketing. It's like being part of the team, but from the stand. So what do you think? Is the WNBA heading for the championship, or are they about to foul out? The ball's in our court now. We've got to decide if we're just going to watch or if we're going to be part of the game. Hey, thanks for joining us on this journey through some of the most exciting times in WNBA history. We want your thoughts on this, so please share in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's go.